I've told you 1,000 times, Chester. It's the number of blind dates I've been on when no one turned up, followed by the worrying number of lumps under my left arm, the date my childhood sweetheart married my best friend, the age my cat was when I ran him over, the number of conversations I've had with my father, and the exact time my mother walked out. Honestly, I don't see why that's so hard for you to remember.
If you could just sit here, please, Dr. Magnus. The host will be with you shortly.
Yes. Not you.
Sorry, Dr. Magnus.
Leave that alone, please, Colin.
This reminds me of the time I accidentally ate a load of acid instead of my banana sandwich.
We've all been there, Colin.
Jeremy, this is Dr. Magnus. He is the scientist...
Attention, National Nightly News team. Please gather everybody by the sofas.
Sorry, I'm late. Unstable cat. Was that Boseman?
This is Boseman.
Is this a drill?
This is not a drill.
Right, OK, Chester, if you could please join us on the sofas.
And the crew, please. I'm on my way down.
OK, and the crew, please. It's a bad idea. Is this someone's birthday? Anyone?
Right, I've gathered you all here because I'm afraid I have to tell you something that's going to be hard to comprehend. For all of you, this is a normal day. But for Alex, Winston and I, it is repeating over and over again. We are trapped in some sort of time loop. And it always begins when someone presses the button on that infernal machine over there.
The Euphoria device? Impossible. Temporal attunement ironed out all the problems with the time circuitry months ago.
I'm sorry, are you quite all right, Robert?
Yes, I'm fine, Jeremy. Look, I know this is hard to accept, but if you'll just
Not
listen...
for me.
What's that, Colin?
Not my first time. Been caught in a couple of these.
You're experienced with time loops, Colin.
Oh yeah, Sprong's always getting caught up in stuff like this. Time loops, multiverses. Standard Wednesday. I'm pretty much immune to this stuff now.
I'm sorry, are we choosing to believe this?
Of course not. There's no such thing as a time loop. It's impossible.
It throws up too many paradoxes.
Exactly. Too many paradoxes. It's an impossibility.
Well, it may be an impossibility, but Winston and I are trapped in one right now.
Well, it can't be our machine. We haven't even started it up yet.
Yes, and that's exactly how it's going to stay.
What, you're cancelling the show?
We're already live, I believe.
Yes, a few minutes now.
I'm sorry, the viewing public are currently watching you have a massive nervous breakdown. That can't be good.
Can we get security up here, please?
Yes, and a doctor.
Is everything okay at home, Mr. Boseman?
Yes, everything is okay at home. I'm telling you, that machine is going to break reality itself.
That's also impossible.
The Department of Metaversal Stability fixed that issue months ago.
This machine is totally safe. I will prove it to you.
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, Mr. Boseman, stop.
Is everything all right here, Mr. Boseman?
Help me restrain this man.
I think he's having an episode.
Standard time loop stuff, this never works.
Why don't you believe me?
Could you let the guest go, please?
No, you don't understand.
Why don't you let him go, Robert, and we can go have a little chat about it?
We don't need a little chat. Oh, for God's sake.
I don't know what sort of operation you clowns think you're running here, but if you think you can stand in the way of science, you've got another thing coming.
Well, I tried. Okay, carry on then. I'm going back to my office.
If you could just come with us for a moment, sir.
Of course.
OK, everyone, back to your places, please. It's okay. Save this.
Well, firstly, an apology to our viewers at home who've had to witness, well, what just happened. Our boss has been having a breakdown on national television. Personally, I can't think of anything more mortifying, but I can assure you he will receive the best possible care.
After him! He's heading for the stairs!
Meanwhile, everyone here feels a bit upset, so now would be a perfect time to test the device, which makes the unlikely claim of being able to cheer everybody up. Dr. Magnus?
Yes.
Actually, the machine uses resonance to raise the...
No one cares, Chester.